Welcome to the Curtis Bay facility of W.R. Grace, along with the Cabot Warehousing Operation, Process Innovation Center, and Analytical Services Center. At Grace, safety is our core value. Our top priority is to protect the well-being of all employees and visitors who engage with our operations. We aim to make your time here both safe and pleasant. With this goal in mind, we have prepared this visitor orientation. This visitor orientation aims to outline our general philosophy, along with the necessary policies, procedures, work instructions, and permits that must be adhered to while carrying out your duties. While present at any of our sites, you are required to follow all relevant federal, state, and local laws and regulations. All visitors receive this orientation, which must be renewed annually. Documentation of this orientation is recorded through the issuance of an orientation card at the successful completion of your training. This orientation and any related procedures should be regarded as the basic standards to adhere to on site. If your organization's policies or procedures differ from those of Grace, the Grace policy takes precedence. Ultimately, your personal safety is your responsibility. Visitors remain accountable for their own safety and are not exempt from responsibility if Grace does not identify or mandate the correction of any hazardous conditions or behaviors. Located on the northwest end of a peninsula known as Marley Neck, in Baltimore, Maryland, the Curtis Bay facility is Grace's largest manufacturing site and has been active since the early 1900s. Current manufacturing activities consist of 6 production facilities that manufacture 4 general product lines: fluid cracking catalyst, ART, hydroprocessing catalyst, specialty catalyst, and engineered materials, or silicas/adsorbents. The Cabot Warehouse facility, located just 2 miles away, provides over 150,000 square feet of storage and is a distribution hub for Grace's worldwide products. The Cabot Warehouse is fitted with the latest Grace standards for IT, safety, and interlocking dock equipment. Analytical Services and Process Innovation Research and Development are located within the Analytical Services Center and Process Innovation Center building. Entry is limited and requires either a special access badge or accompaniment by an employee from the area. For emergency accountability, visitors are required to register each of their employees daily in the visitor log and receive a day badge. Vehicle entry is limited and permitted only when the vehicle is necessary for on-site service or use. Visitors must present valid identification upon request. The visitor log, situated at the guardhouse, maintains a record of every visitor's name. A security guard will provide you with an access badge which will have a badge number displayed. This badge number will also be entered in the visitor log next to your name. You are required to use this badge to scan in and out at the scanner located in the guardhouse whenever you enter or leave the plant. The badge must be kept on your person at all times. All visitors to Grace will require a company escort at all times throughout the visit. Visitors must remain within the safe walk areas designated by yellow lines. If your visit requires you to go into an area that requires personal protective equipment, PPE, your Grace escort will supply. Visitors are prohibited from carrying out any work on site unless they have completed the contractor orientation training. Additionally, they must obtain approval through a safe work permit issued by an authorized person before handling any equipment or materials. If uncertain, refrain from touching anything and consult the EHSS department for guidance. Visitors need to be aware of our site's Department of Homeland Security requirements. No visitors are permitted to work in the Specialty Catalyst Line's Organometallic Catalyst (OMC) area unless they are under the direct and continued supervision of their Grace contact or an OMC employee. No visitor may enter OMC operations without an escort or permission from OMC operations. Both Grace and non-Grace employees who may perform work in the OMC area will be subject to extensive background checks before being permitted to work in the area. Medical facility on site at Curtis Bay is for the treatment and examination of Grace employees. Medical attention for visitors is limited to emergency care only. It is the visitor's responsibility to treat any injury resulting from an incident while on the work premises. All incidents must be reported immediately to your Grace contact person. Grace will initiate a written report using the Enablon tool. All visitors are expected to participate in any incident investigation. In the unlikely event that an emergency situation occurs while you are working at Grace, an alarm will sound and site communication will inform you as to the level of the emergency. Should you hear an alarm, your only responsibility is to shut down whatever work you are performing and report to the nearest internal rally point. There are 20 internal rally points site-wide. Your Grace contact person will review the appropriate rally points with you. During an emergency, all visitors are to report to the nearest internal rally point. If you do come upon an emergency, immediately notify Grace personnel by dialing extension 3333 from any plant phone or 41035489999 from a cell phone. If you call in an emergency, you must identify yourself, the company you work for, and the nature of your emergency. All Grace employees have been urged to act upon observations of safety violations. If a violation is observed, an employee will take the following steps. Stop the person and explain the unsafe act or condition observed and the possible injury result. Request that the person take immediate action to correct the violation before proceeding with the work, and report the violation to their immediate supervisor or contact person. The use of smoking or vaping devices is not allowed in any building at the Curtis Bay site. Visitors are not permitted to smoke or use vape devices in their vehicles or at the job site. This policy will be strictly enforced. Smoking and the use of vape devices is only allowed in existing outside designated smoking areas. Visitors are to park in designated visitor parking areas. Visitors who have obtained Curtis Bay drive-in badges are to park in the designated areas. Visitors with drive-in badges are permitted to park in any of the designated lined parking spots. Visitors parking in front of the administration building must back their vehicles into the designated spots. Never park in a safe walk area. Always allow access for emergency vehicles at all times. A speed limit of 15 miles per hour must be adhered to on all Curtis Bay site property and is indicated by numerous road signs. Pedestrians and trains always have the right-of-way. All visitor vehicles with the drive-in pass that come inside the gate must have obvious and legible identification lettering on the vehicle, to include the name of the visitor's company. No one is to ride in the beds of trucks in the Curtis Bay site. Once again, welcome to the Grace Curtis Bay Process Innovation Center, Analytical Services Center, and Cabot Warehouse facilities. Your safety, as well as that of our employees, the community, and the environment, is our top priority. We are working hard on our safety record and hope you realize how important safety is to us. It should be just as important to you. Your life may depend on it.